Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. I am Twinkle Jain. Welcome to the online workshop organized by Skillveda. Skillveda is your partner in skill development, offering a wide range of webinars, offline workshop, short-term courses, and training programs designed to help you unlock your potential and achieve your goals. A special welcome to our esteemed trainer, Ms. Shilpi Bagla, CBSE resource person, a senior educator and trainer with more than 18 years of experience with a passion of enhancing skills of teachers and students to share her knowledge and insights. Welcome, Ms. Shilpi.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Twinkle ma'am, and thank you so much, Skillveda, for giving me the opportunity. I would like to extend my gratitude to all the participants who can take out their time. We do understand it's a weekend and it's evening, so you all must be wondering that what this storytelling as a pedagogy is all about. With your participation and interactive activities, I'll make sure that it is going to be an add-on to your knowledge, and it is always going to add value to your time which you are giving me. So with this, shall we start, Twinkle ma'am? Is it good to go?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, participants. Any kind of webinar is going to be successful not only for the trainer, for the company, but for the participants only when they are going to give their participation. So with this hope, I would request you to kindly be active, interactive, and in the case you all can switch on your camera, that is going to be wonderful. And at least be very active in chat and whensoever we expect some kind of interactions from you, feel free to unmute yourself and participate. Thank you so much. So today we all are here for the webinar on storytelling. Anyone who has been doing this storytelling in their classrooms? Anyone? Yes? Can we
Yes,
have?
ma'am.
Okay, great. So, do you find any kind of difference that when you are just giving them the text from the books, uh, then what is their performance? And when you actually tell the text in the form of a story to the students, what is the difference that you see in their performance, in their retention, or in their memory? Anyone who would like to speak up
Yes,
on?
ma'am.
Yeah. Yes,
Yes.
Mr. Purvi ma'am. Please. Thank you.
Actually, after Corona, I have taken this storytelling in my everyday method.
Okay.
Each and every concept for each and every subject, I used to tell stories to my kids. I'm a pre-primary teacher.
Mm-hmm.
So I have observed that when you generally give the lecture, only you read the text, then
Absolutely.
it will feel like boring. Only
Absolutely.
one way conversation is going on.
Mm.
But the same concept, the same subject, or whatever topic is there, if you convert into the story with some role play by using props, puppets, then it would make it something joyful. Learning process will be joyful for students. They will be engaged, and the concept will be memorable for them, because
Absolutely. Totally.
use of
Totally agree.
stories can promote for critical thinking, makes
Problem
the
solving.
use of communication skills will be there. So children will also be interact with us, and the
Absolutely.
whole concept within a few minutes or few hours, that will be whole in their brain, that what
Mm.
your teacher is making you understand.
I couldn't agree with you more because you have started the webinar on the bang on note. Thank you so much, Purvi ma'am, for your feedback and for your experience to be shared. Absolutely, anything. Why are we just confining this to the students or the young ones? if you are going to talk about yourself as a human, until and unless you hear a story which is going to motivate you or is going to give you a live example, yeah, the concept of the life skills won't get into our own heads. That is for sure. So we are talking about those tender years, those formative years of the students, when they are actually learning to explore the world, learning to analyze what is right and wrong for them, right? So storytelling definitely is going to be one of the 21st century skill which has to be there. All right, I think before we indulge into this, pre-webinar activity was being shared with you all. I hope so you all have done it. Can we have a quick discussion on that? I expect the participants to please write down the answers or speak up the answers. There is no right or wrong answers. They were quite obvious. I am more excited for the activity that was being shared at the end of the sheet. So, according to you, what is the main goal of using story as a pedagogy? Yeah. So, to connect concepts through emotions and imagination. Very true. Because nowadays we see that kids are not able to reciprocate the emotions, or they are not being very expressive with their imagination, ideas, thoughts. They are very good. There is no doubt that they are the most intelligent generation. But yes, somewhere or the other, the emotional connection is what is going to bind them. Which of the following best defines storytelling as a pedagogy? Yep. It is again to foster critical thinking and empathy. We don't have to tell them what is right or wrong. Let them, let they themselves get into this analysis. All right. I am going to narrate you a lot of stories during the webinar, but let's start with this. There was this one case study of Harvard Law. That's the best university when it comes to law school. So the first case that they have given to their students was the case of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Imagine, this is such a classic one. And what now you all must be wondering, what is this Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs has to do with Harvard Law School? So the case was being presented in such a way that Snow White has, along with the seven dwarfs, got in to the conspiracy to kill her stepmother and stepsisters, and now you have to defend it, and now you have to be against it. And that's how interesting these stories can be. So that's how they create the critical thinking in that. Okay. Okay, I am really getting the answers really fast. It's not only about giving me the right answers, guys. It's all about understanding the depth, right? In a storytelling pedagogy, the teacher's role is to facilitate, co-create, and guide students' meaning making, right? We are not the generation of the teachers where we are going to tell them the answers. We just have to show them the path to reach to the answers. Okay, so that is what storytelling can lead us to. Which pedagogical approach aligns closely with storytelling pedagogy? It is the experiential learning, right? We need to make them experience what you are telling them. And this experiential learning will uh, come the way you are narrating the story, the tones, the vocabulary, the body language that you are using. All these things are going to help it as an experience to your learners. How can digital storytelling enhance classroom learning? So by allowing learners to create
Shilpi
and
ji,
yep.
let if someone wants to answer, let them answer. You know?
Actually, ma'am, they have written the answers on the chat box, and they
Okay.
have written all the answers at one go. Right?
Okay.
So I
Okay.
am reading from their answers only. Uh,
Okay.
it is going to be great if someone
If,
can
yeah, if someone wants to unmute themselves,
unmute themselves.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. All right, fifth one. Anyone? And you have to give me the reason as well. It is not only about the option. Yes, Pooja ma'am, you have given me. Pooja Gade ma'am, please pardon me if I am not pronouncing your name correctly. Yeah.
सुन
So
नहीं रहा
how,
सवाल, मैं नहीं दे पा रही.
sorry. Okay, was it for me or for someone else? Someone who would like to highlight on this? How can digital storytelling enhance classroom learning? Yes, we know that it is allowing our learners to create and share their own narratives. Anyone who can throw some light on this option? I totally get it that you have got the answer. Yes, it is 5B. Someone has given me by replacing the teacher's role. No, the AI teachers hasn't replaced us yet. Yeah. Anyone who can throw some light? Participants, come on. There is nothing right or wrong here. Pranali ma'am, would you like to volunteer? You have given me the right answer. Mr. Kumar, Namrata ma'am. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. This is Namrata here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I think the fifth one, how can digital storytelling enhance classroom learning? That is by allowing learners, if we are, instead of just giving them the ready-made story, if we ask the students that what characters can they put up to build up a simple storyline regarding a concept. If we take it from them, it will be more creative and it will be more enjoyable also, because they will be having their own thought processes of creating a character, how it should look, or what are the different characteristics one character can have. Then I mean, even the dialogues that they can put together. Okay, no, he's not. Like a simple concepts can be given to them, and they can
Can
design.
we give- Yes. Basically, they are going to spice it up according to their own flavor, right?
Yes,
You are
correct.
just giving them the ingredient, and from that, what are they going to cook is going to be their narrative, their creativity. Thank you so much,
Completely.
Namrata
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Sixth one, storytelling pedagogy primarily promotes which 21st century skill? I have got the answer, a lot of the answers. Yep. It is collaborative and communication. What can be your take on this? What is collaboration? What is communication? Why storytelling is enhancing it? Yes, Kavita ma'am, would you like to throw some light on this? Kavita Yadav ma'am? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone is from the same, fraternity. Yeah. Okay. Understandable. Yeah. Anyone? 6B. Yes, it is right. It is right. I would like you to speak up because that's exactly what storytelling is all about. Lena David, ma'am, are you there? In case you can unmute yourself and give us your perspective. How storytelling
Good
is.
evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, storytelling helps the teacher to make the students do a collaborative work. Means she can give them a part to each, and then they can, as a team, they can build up stories, and it helps them to work on their communication skills.
Totally.
So I feel
Uh,
that.
Yeah, so you all also must have experienced that whensoever there are annual functions and there are theaters in everyone's school and they have to perform some kind of skit, right? So that teamwork, students coming from different sections, from a different classes, but they are working as a team. So that is the collaborative work, and then they are understanding the perspective and the point of view of the other people also, from the other students also. And of course, as ma'am said, that when they speak, when they understand their own narrative, the emotions come out and they are able to express it well. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. In storytelling pedagogy, assessment should focus on recalling facts, measuring creativity, comprehension, expression, counting the number of stories told. Absolutely, we know it is B, right? Anyone who would like to highlight why B? Measuring creativity. I think this is just the crux of all the questions that we have just discussed. Right? With storytelling, kids are getting creative. They are able to understand. Yeah.
Very
Anyone?
good evening, ma'am. Yes, very good evening, ma'am. This side
Very
Vibha from Maitree International School. Ma'am,
okay.
I have one. Please, can you please clear me one thing? I have a one doubt. Is that possible for us that the storytelling will be applicable in all the topics? And sometimes we have very shortest time. Instead, we are try to use the storytelling, but we have very short of time. So, what
Absolutely.
should we do in that case? Could you please clear me?
Yes, ma'am. So I would like you to save your question till the end because this point has been taken in the webinar, right? So you will be getting the answer. First, your question is having two parts. According to my comprehension, that can we use storytelling in all the subjects? Absolutely. And secondly, the shortage of the time. If we get ourselves indulged in storytelling every day, every time with every topic, then who is going to take care of the deadlines of the completion of the syllabus? Totally understandable, right? But that's exactly what the strategies of the storytelling and how to inculcate in our teaching is going to be discussed. So thank you so much for your question. And by the end of the webinar, I would be happy to ask you that whether you have got your answer or no. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. All right. So anyone who has tried this 6-word story challenge, that was a very interesting activity that I came across. Anyone who has created? I would like to hear it. Yes. Anyone? Yeah. Okay. So on a humorous note, I woke up, I fell, I took leave. Story ended. Khata. Right? So that is what, the precise, concise, the humor is there. It is just going to take 5 to 6 seconds, at the most 15 seconds. And then the creativity of your students will be there. So it's not about every time creating longer lesson plans and things like that. You just have to bring your creativity to get aligned with everything else in your classroom. Anyone who has tried this activity, I'll be happy to hear it. Okay. All right. Okay, so you have to use 3 emojis to express how you feel about storytelling. The first one was the brain. For sure, it sharpens our brain. That's what our cognitive abilities are there. The second is a talking cloud. That stands for communication. Third one is a heart. That is emotions. So the first 3 are absolutely right. If someone has chosen the fourth one, so storytelling is not a lullaby that is going to make you fall in asleep. Yes, the fifth one can also be there because it is going to give you another perspective and your eyes will be gleaming with surprise. It is going to make our retention, our memory really sharp. And with this mic, the public speaking and the art of persuasion is also going to be enhanced, right? I got one story. Children experimented, they experienced, learning bloomed. Beautiful, beautiful, Bhavna ma'am. Thank you so much for your this story. Everyone, can we have some kind of applause for Bhavna ma'am? Such a beautiful one. Children experimented, they experienced, and learning happened or learning bloomed. Thank you. Yes, Hina ma'am has given cognitive emotions and the heart of this. Okay, good. Now think, pair, share prompt. Before the webinar begins, what's one story that changed your perspective? I am just going to keep a hold on this. How often do you use your story in your teaching? I think many of you have answered that yes, you are using it. Okay, so let's come to this. Can I request everyone to stop annotation now? Yeah, thank you so much. So tell me your favorite childhood story and why has it stayed with you? सबके पास कुछ ना कुछ
मैम
कहानी है. Yes,
मैम मैं भी सुनाना चाहती हूँ.
हाँ जी.
यस मैम, मैं अनीता मौर्य, सागर, मध्य प्रदेश से। मैं भी अपने बचपन की एक स्टोरी सुनाना चाहती हूँ,
प्लीज प्लीज
जो
मैम।
मुझे मेरे टीचर ने सुनाई थी।
जी।
हाँ मैम, छोटी सी स्टोरी है। एक आश्रम में 4 विद्यार्थी रहते हैं। उनको एग्जाम का टाइम, परीक्षा का समय आता है। गुरुजी ने चारों को मिट्टी के घड़े दिए और कहा कि ऐसी जगह फोड़ना जहां उसे फोड़ते हुए कोई ना देखे। तो विद्यार्थी अलग अलग जागते हैं। वो सोचते हैं इतनी सरल परीक्षा है, ये तो कोई भी कर सकता है। तो पहले विद्यार्थी ने उसे अंधेरे खंडहर में जाके फोड़ दिया और सोचा किसी ने नहीं देखा। दूसरे विद्यार्थी ने एक तालाब में जाके फोड़ा और कहा किसी ने नहीं देखा। और तीसरे विद्यार्थी ने एक खोखले पेड़ में जाके फोड़ के सोचा किसी ने नहीं देखा। और चौथे विद्यार्थी ने उस घड़े को नहीं फोड़ा। और जब सुबह परिणाम का समय आया और देखा गुरुजी ने कि 3 विद्यार्थियों के हाथ में घड़े नहीं है और एक विद्यार्थी के हाथ में घड़ा है। तो गुरुजी ने तीनों से पूछा कि ये घड़े कैसे फोड़े। उन्होंने बता दिए। जब चौथे विद्यार्थी से पूछा कि ये घड़ा आपने क्यों नहीं फोड़ा, तब उसने कहा, गुरुजी, कोई देखे या ना देखे, मैं तो देख ही रहा था, क्योंकि आपने कहा कि इसे फोड़ते हुए कोई ना देखे। तो वो जो सोच थी, वो इतनी मतलब मन पे इफेक्ट डाली उसने कि कोई भी काम, मैम, चाहे वो अच्छा काम हो या बुरा काम हो, हम कभी ये ना सोचे कि किसी ने नहीं देखा। क्योंकि क्या होता है, कई बार लोग अच्छा काम दिखा दिखा के करते हैं और बुरा काम करके ये सोचते हैं आंखें बंद करके कि किसी ने नहीं देखा। तो किसी ने देखा या नहीं देखा, हमने तो देखा। जब हम गलत काम करते हैं तो हमें आत्मग्लानि मन से होती है, और हम
Absolutely.
अच्छा काम करते हैं तो हमारा आत्मविश्वास बढ़ता है। तो दोनों ही चीज हमारे लिए फायदेमंद है। ये
थैंक
मत
यू सो मच।
सोचिए।
थैंक यू सो मच अनीता मैम, ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी। और ये आपकी
And
कहानी हम सबके साथ हमेशा रहेगी। इट्स नॉट अबाउट हाउ अदर्स सी यू, इट्स ऑलवेज अबाउट हाउ यू सी योरसेल्फ। आप अपने आप को कैसे
yes,
देखते हो, दैट इज व्हाट मैटर्स। थैंक यू, ब्यूटीफुल स्टोरी। Everyone is
thank
really
you.
appreciating you, Anita ma'am. Everyone is. Thank you. Anyone else who would like to? And ma'am, ये कहानी आपके साथ हमेशा क्यों रही?
मैम, ये कहानी मेरे साथ हमेशा इसलिए है कि मैं सामने वाले से एप्रिसिएशन की उम्मीद नहीं करती हूँ, मैं खुद मन में सोचती हूँ
Beautiful.
मैंने अच्छा किया तो मेरे आत्मसंतुष्टि होती है। यदि मैंने गलत किया तो मेरा खुद का आत्मविश्वास लूज होता है। तो किसी के बोलने या नहीं बोलने से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता
कोई
है।
फर्क नहीं
कोई
पड़ता।
देखे या ना देखे, मैं तो देख रही हूँ। अच्छा काम किया मैंने देखा, गलत किया तब भी किसी ने देखा या ना देखा, मैंने तो देखा।
अनीता मैम, आपने इतने सारे यूट्यूबर्स को एक सिंपल सी स्टोरी में उनका आपने बिजनेस बंद कर दिया। एवरीवन इज रनिंग आफ्टर द वैलिडेशन, बट नो
मैम,
वन
मैं जब
इज
सेवेंथ
गिविंग द
क्लास में
रिस्पेक्ट।
थी,
हाँ जी।
मैम, जब मैं सेवेंथ क्लास में थी तब मैंने ये स्टोरी सुनी थी और आज तक मेरे साथ है। और मैं अपने विद्यार्थियों को जरूर सुनाती हूँ।
गुड
जब
गुड।
कभी कुछ गलत करते हैं तो जरूर सुनाती हूँ, और
थैंक
हमेशा सुनाती हूँ।
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
थैंक यू
Yes,
मैम।
so there are going to be stories with everyone which has stayed with you. Maybe आपके किसी रिलेटिव ने सुनाई होगी, कभी आप कहीं पे आउट ऑफ द टाउन होंगे, कहीं पे होगा, और maybe somewhere or the other it must have been narrated by some of your teachers in any of the event, and it must have stayed. So this is the power of a story, that it is always and always going to stay with us. Thank you so much, Anita ma'am. All right, let's dive into certain terminologies. So, the word pedagogy is a Greek word. Yes, it comes from pedios, which means child, and agogos, which means leading or guiding. So pedagogy literally means to lead the child. तो हम जितनी भी strategies, tips and tricks की बात करते हैं, they are always and always having a single goal to make our student, to make our child better version of what they are today. They should become a better human when they grow up, right? In education, pedagogy refers to the strategies, techniques, and the approaches teachers use to help students learn. Now, you all must be having all kind of activities in your school, be it music, dance, theater, sports, right? Sports, maybe you must be having basketball, volleyball. Nowadays, we have this pickleball. That's a very celebrity kind of a sport, right? So why? Because every child is unique. Every child is going to have a different interest. And with that, they are going to learn the different strategies. Okay, so that is what the pedagogy means. Now, pedagogy is divided into two broad categories: traditional pedagogy, which is straight teaching from the text. All right, the teacher explains and the students take the notes. Modern pedagogy, simply the teacher involves the students in that concept. राइट नाउ अनीता मैम ने हमें बहुत ही अच्छी दिया सेल्फ रिफ्लेक्शन, नो नीड फॉर द आउटर वैलिडेशन. अब इतने बड़े बड़े शब्दों को हमें अपने छोटे छोटे बच्चों को सिखाना है. हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू जस्ट मेक देम अंडरस्टैंड? यूज द स्टोरी, द सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म. Everyone was listening to each and every word that Anita ma'am was telling, and that is the power of story. It is engaging, it makes you emotional, and it is always there in your memory. Anita ma'am said that she has heard this story when she was in class 7, और आज वो class 7th के बच्चों को ये सारी stories बता रही हैं. That's how the cycle comes.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, मैं एक ही स्टोरी को अलग अलग क्लास के मेंटल लेवल पे सुना सकती हूँ और सुनाती हूँ. एक स्टोरी है आपकी कमाई, जिसमें बच्चे कमाई पैसा नहीं समझते हैं लेकिन मेहनत परिश्रम समझते हैं. तो मैं प्राइमरी के बच्चों को उनकी मेंटल लेवल के हिसाब से सुनाती हूँ और मिडिल सेक्शन के बच्चों को उनकी मेंटल लेवल, उनकी जो शिकायतें और जो मेहनत है उससे सुनाती हूँ.
That's what. So maybe the concept remains same, everyone, but she is just changing the level according to the audience, according to the classes of the students, and that is what pedagogy is, right? Now, let's learn about storytelling as a pedagogy. We learned about pedagogy in education, but what is storytelling as a pedagogy? Means using story as a method of teaching and learning. Right? It is a teaching approach where stories are used not just for entertainment, but to explain concepts, build emotions, and make learning meaningful. I don't think so that storytelling is any new concept. We all come from that era and culture of Ramayana, Mahabharata, where we have seen that all the great warriors have been taught by the gurus, and gurus have taught them all kind of life skills and the warrior skills through stories only, right? And yes, Geeta ma'am, it is also for the great memory retention. The concepts are always going to long last there. So storytelling is going to have the emotional and the retention thing. Some childhood stories we still remember. We all know about Vikram Betal. We all know about Snow White at the Seven Dwarfs. We all know about Panchtant ki kahaniyan, right? We all know about Akbar Birbal, right? Prachin time se chali aa rahi hai. Absolutely. It is the ancient era that the story has been the part of the education. Okay. Now, kinds of storytelling pedagogy. It is very important because ma'am asked me, ki, ma'am, kya storytelling can be a part of all the subject? Yes, it can be. The only thing is that if you know there are different kinds of storytelling pedagogies, I'm not saying different stories, I'm saying different kinds of pedagogies which are there in storytelling. Let's learn narrative pedagogy. What is narrative? Teaching through stories and lived experiences that helps learners connect personally. Basically, it is all about narrating the story of the people who have achieved something in their life. If you talk about seva, if you talk about helping others, the first name that comes in everyone's mind is Mother Teresa. Right? So that is what narrative pedagogy is. If you talk about simple living, high thinking, the first name that comes to everyone's mind is APJ Abdul Kalam, right? So this is how, through the examples of the people who have set the moral of those stories, these are known as narrative pedagogies. Now, these kind of storytelling can be used in your history. It can be a part of your text, can be in, absolutely sure, Milaji, Ratan Tata. He has sacrificed his personal life and has dedicated it to humanity. One of the greatest philanthropists that I know was Ratan Tata ji, right? We know all about how obsessive Steve Jobs was for Apple company, right? So the stories, these are all the narrative stories. If you can add on the people like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, or this Mark Zuckerberg, when you are teaching computers, why not? Why not? We can always tell them that they were also of this age when they created this. The motivation, the drive can always make them get into. The teacher's job to teach a concept will end when the students will start taking the interest and take it as their responsibility to learn their concept. Right? I can use a story in math, science, and SST. Absolutely. Thank you, Anita ma'am. Great to know. Now, focuses on learning through storytelling and reflection. अगर वो उन्होंने ऐसा किया, मैं क्या करता? That is the reflection that can happen. Encourages students to share their own experiences. Maybe that they might have also experienced some of the things. So they are also going to come up with this. Communication is built. Creativity is enhanced. And that's exactly what we are aiming for. Builds empathy. If we talk about, that gathri wali cheese, allow me to narrate a story that a lady went to the god and said that, please just change my, all those sadness which I have been storing as a bundle on my head. So God said that there's a storeroom, आप वहां पर जाइए and आपको जिसकी गठरी सबसे कम लगे, वहां पे दूसरों की भी दुखों की गठरी पड़ी हुई है. If you find any of the lighter bundle of sadness, you pick that up. When that lady went inside, she tried the bundles of the others, and finally she came back with her only. Because then she came to know that the others are having heavier burden on their head and shoulders than she is having. This creates identity, emotional understanding, and empathy. The person has reacted, so why the person has reacted the way? That is what it is going to be. Helps in conceptual learning through context rather than rote memorization. We all know that ratification is not going to last for long, right? But understanding, and if we attach that understanding through stories, that is always and always going to be there. Anita ma'am has just given us the live example of this. Often
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, सॉरी मैम, एक्चुअली मैं अपने मोबाइल से ज्वाइन नहीं हो पा रही थी, तो उस समय मेरा छूट गया था. मैं 9 नंबर जो क्वेश्चन था उसका आंसर देना चाहती हूँ.
Yes, ma'am.
8 का भी और 9 का. 8 में आपने दिया था
Six
स्टूडेंट
words
फेल्स,
story.
स्टूडेंट फेल्स, टीचर स्माइल्ड, और एक
Lesson
वर्ड था
learned.
लेसन. हाँ, उसको मैंने छोटी सी 2-3 वाक्य में स्टोरी बनाई है.
Yes, ma'am.
कि एक बच्चा परीक्षा में फेल हुआ और निराश होकर टीचर के पास गया, तो टीचर मुस्कुराए और उसको समझाया कि बेटा, परीक्षा या प्रतिस्पर्धा कुछ भी हो, या तो उसमें जीत होती है या सीख होती है. यदि आपको नंबर नहीं मिले तो इसमें ये सीख है कि हम अगली बार ज्यादा एफर्ट डालेंगे.
True. Very true. Thanks.
तो
Yes.
बच्चा सीख गया.
Hmm.
उस बच्चे को मतलब सबक मिला. तो ये
Yes.
वो सीख गया. और 9 नंबर उसमें आपने कहा था 3 इमोजी यूज करना है. तो
Yes, ma'am.
स्टोरी सुनाने के लिए मैम बुक्स की आवश्यकता नहीं है.
Hmm.
आप माइक, ब्रेन, बच्चा अपना ब्रेन लेके आए, ध्यान से सुने, और वो जो डायलॉग बॉक्स बना था उसमें ये था कि वो सोचे,
Okay.
उस स्टोरी के बारे में सोचे, अवधारणा बनाए और वो बोले, माइक पे आके बोले।
Yes,
बस
yes.
स्टोरी
Thank you.
में था।
Thank you so much. Thank you
तो
so
मैं ये
much. Yes, absolutely. So this is exactly what. कितना टाइम लग गया एक स्टोरी को सुनाने में? 15 सेकेंड, 20 सेकेंड. But that story is going to stay with that student forever. And that's exactly what the power of story is. Now let's
वो दे सकती है, वो जो एक तेरा पिंक कलर के टॉप लाए थे।
Jyoti ma'am, can I
Jyoti ji, please mute yourself.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Now, after narrative pedagogy, we come to experiential pedagogy. Nowadays, experiential learning has become such a raging narrative in every teacher's life. What is experience? It's all about doing, experiencing, and reflecting, right? Theater. If you are going to take the stories of Hamlet, Shakespeare, or any kind of freedom fighter, or any kind of, Ali Baba and Charles Shore, they are going to actually learn the dialogues. They are going to live the feelings of those characters, and they are going to understand. And then only they can write their answers really well. So this is what experience is. If you want them to write about Taj Mahal, if it is possible, show them that the 3D view wala YouTube video. I know it is not possible to take every time to the field trips, but if we want to tell them about a old age home, why not make them visit that? This is all about experiencing. And then next day ask them that how was your experience? What is your reflection about it? So what are all things that are involved here? Practical activities like projects. Projects should not be only in the files. It should be in the form of assignments where they are actually using their brain. Experiments can be of the science. Field work can be of SST, science, or any of the topic according to the syllabus. And the role play, that's exactly what I have said for the theater. It encourages critical thinking. Actually, the child lives the character of that celebrity or the person we are talking about, and the real world problem solving. As I started the webinar telling you that Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, now they are actually solving the problem. Was it actually the Snow White who has conspired against her stepmother? So they are solving the problem. They are actually using their brain. This is what experiential learning is all about. Bridges the gap between theory and practice. If they are going to do it, they won't be able to forget it, and they can easily write it. Ideal for science, vocational. Vocational is all about artistic things and skill-based education. We have subjects like home science, fashion design, textile design in the schools. So all these are the practical subjects. Field trips, visits from the school to the other school, right? That's exactly what I have told you. So these can be the experiential pedagogies. Now comes your dialogic pedagogy. This is all about learning through dialogues, questioning, and discussion. We all know those brainstorming questions before we start the topic. All right. What do you know about Akbar? Do you consider him to be a good king? What exactly have you learned about this? So you can always start rather than telling them, open the page to this, you can ask them brainstorming question. Before you tell them the topic, the concept, you ask them their previous acquired knowledge. That is really going to help. Inspired by Paulo Freire's concept of education as dialogue, encourages active participation. We know that our class of 40 to 45 students is not going to have all the intelligent students or all the students who are very enthused. You are going to get the mix, right? So how to get the attention of everyone? Just be participative, right? Teacher becomes a facilitator, not just a lecturer. You are listening to their concept, and then comes the teaching. builds critical thinking, communication, and respect for the multiple perspectives. Now, if we talk about, online versus offline classes, let's divide the class. They are going to come to know about the different point of views of the different students. That is going to open their mind. That's how GDs happen, guys, right? Works best in language learning. What is the better way to make them speak in English or in their native language, whatsoever you are teaching them? Then they are going to be more fluent with the public speaking performances on the stage for theater, debates, speeches, and assembly talks. So this is all about your dialogic pedagogy. Now, the last one is digital storytelling. We all know right now it is all about digital. This, at this moment, it's all about digital storytelling. We are connected through technology, and then we are doing it's audios, videos, images. I am going to show you the videos. I am going to play games with you all. Everything is going to happen digitally. So that's how. Rather than teaching them that the plant, how the life cycle of a butterfly, right? We can always show them the YouTube video. Why not? All right. So everything is going to be easy because we are going to also discuss WAC today, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic things, right? So these are all kinds of the storytelling pedagogies. Let's get into why does storytelling matter in education? I would like you all to give me one word answer. That why do you think so? What is that one thing that is very important according to you? That is storytelling
Ma'am?
in education. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, that one word is because it connects with emotions.
Absolutely. Emotional connection. Thank you so much, Purvi ma'am. Crisp, short, and precise. Great. Critical thinking, Himani ma'am. Great. Yes, I would like to have connects people, collaboration. It makes the learning powerful. Retention. Beautiful.
We
Good.
can memorize sequential.
Absolutely. It gives us the sequence that this happened, this after this stage. Understand the concept really well.
Imagination also, ma'am.
Imagination, creativity, innovation. Beautiful. Oh, wow. You all have given me all the answers that has been worked on. Emotional connection, imagination, cultural awareness, comprehension, motivation, engagement, creativity, retention, problem solving, everything, long-term memory. Absolutely. Now comes your participation, everyone, with this. Let's talk about each in detail and how these things can be used in your classroom. So basically, it is all about the benefits of storytelling, right? Emotional connection. The first one is emotional connection. Stories trigger emotions and feelings. Do you agree? Yes or no? Everyone? Yes. It creates
Yes.
meaningful learning. Yes. It fosters empathy and the perspective taking, humanizes learning, encourages expression and reflection, helps in social emotional learning, that is SEL, and makes values and morals memorable. आज आप अगर किसी बच्चे को ये कहोगे बेटा किसी का मजाक नहीं बनाते, don't make fun of anyone. Let's take a case of body shaming. That there are certain group of students who always body shame a particular child in a class, and you are going to tell no, this should not be done. This is not going to be happening. I
Excuse
am
me,
going
ma'am.
to report. Yes, ma'am.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम मैम मेरे पास इसके लिए भी एक स्टोरी है क्योंकि प्राइमरी क्लास में ये आम समस्या है
Okay.
एक दूसरे को बुली करना
बुली
तो
करना।
एक हस्बैंड वाइफ थे हस्बैंड का नाम था बुद्धू राम जिससे उसकी पत्नी को उसकी सहेलियां चिढ़ाया करती थी कि तेरा पति बुद्धू राम तेरा पति बुद्धू राम तो उसने अपने पति से कहा कि सुनो जी आप अपना नाम बदल लो मेरी पत्नी मुझे मेरे सारी सहेलियां मुझे चिढ़ाती हैं तो उसने कहा कि मैं अपना नाम क्यों बदलूं मेरे माता पिता ने जो मेरा नाम रखा है मैं वही रहूंगा क्या तुम बताओ मैं बुद्धू हूँ तो वो कहती नहीं बोले पूरे गांव के लोग मुझसे पूछने सारा सलाह मशवरा करने आते हैं, तुम बताओ क्या मैं बुद्धू हूँ? तो उसने कहा नहीं। तो बोले फिर? तो बोले नहीं, मुझे तुम्हारा नाम पसंद नहीं है, तुम नाम बदलो। तो उसने कहा कि नहीं, मैं नाम नहीं बदलूंगा। तो उस पत्नी ने कहा कि मैं तुम्हें छोड़ के चली जाऊंगी। तो उसने कहा ठीक है, जैसे तुम्हें अच्छा लगे वो करो। फिर वो घर छोड़ के चली जाती है और रास्ते में उसे एक घसियारिन मिलती है। तो वो उससे पूछती है कि तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? तो बोले राजकुमारी। तो वो मन में सोचती है कि नाम राजकुमारी और काट घास रही है। बोलती बड़ा अजीब है। आगे जाती तो उसे एक पालकी मिलती है और पालकी में एक राजकुमारी थी। तो उसने पूछा कि ये कौन है? तो बोले ये फलाने नगर की राजकुमारी है। बोले नाम क्या है? तो बोले गरीब बाई। तो कहती बड़ा अजीब नाम है, राजकुमारी नाम गरीब बाई। ऐसे आगे जाती है तो उसे एक आदमी दौड़ता हुआ आता हुआ मिलता है। तो वो पूछती है तुम दौड़ते हुए क्यों आ रहे हो? तो बोले अरे वहां मत जाना, वहां पे एक कुत्ता भौंक रहा है। तो बोले अच्छा, तुम्हारा नाम क्या है? तो बोले शेर सिंह। तो बोलती अरे नाम शेर सिंह और कुत्ते से डर रहे हो? फिर वो आगे जाती है तो
Got it, ma'am. Thank you. Yeah.
हाँ इस प्रकार,
So
हाँ
basically,
इस प्रकार से
it is not in the name. Yeah, Vimla ma'am, I am just going to translate the story, but the same version will be given to you as the story of porcupines, right? Thank you so much, Anita
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah. All right. So we were talking about the emotional connection, and now, as ma'am said, that what if anyone is going to bully anyone or is going to create problems or is not going to accept the person as they are. Now, this concept has to be explained to your students. What can be the story? Let's discuss the story of porcupines. This can be an eye opener to them because you are going to show them the picture of a porcupine. They are going to learn a new name of an animal. Porcupine is like a squirrel kind of an animal which is having the quills or the thorns all over its body. Now, it was the freezing winter, and there were only two options with the porcupines, that either they have to stick together to get the warmth of their body to survive in the freezing weather. But when they were doing this, they were all getting hurt with the quills. And if they were getting separated, they were started to die of the weather, the extreme wintry weather. Now, a wise porcupine came and he said that you need to accept the situation. You need to accept the quills, the thorns of the other porcupines. No matter, it might be hurting the skin of yours, but yours is also hurting their skin. So accept it, at least you are going to survive. And that's how they have understood the concept of acceptance. Not in life every time you are going to get the people of your own choice. Don't waste your efforts, energy in changing them. Try to accept the people as they are, right? And that's how the simple, the complicated concept of acceptance can be shown. A game can be played as an activity, that you can make them wear the conical shaped small nails or made out of paper on their fingers, and then they all have to just scratch each other. And when you are going to say stop and say number 5, so all the students who have made a group of 5, they have to come together, and the ones who are left out, they are out. Okay, so this whole activity and the concept through story can make them understand, and they can write the question. Everyone, they can write the question, what is one habit that you don't like about yourself and others keep on telling you to check on it? And this is how the full circle of storytelling with a life skill comes to a live activity. This is how the emotional connection, they'll get the awareness about their weakness. They are going to learn about the acceptance about, about the other people also. Right? Now comes the imagination. We all know that with story, it is going to spark the creativity. It encourages the students to imagine, to visualize the images. It also helps them to what if. What if this should not be the situation, but this has happened? What if the tortoise would have not won the race and the hare would have won the race? What if the hare would not have dozed off and has done? So this is going to create the problem solving and the critical thinking in them. Transports the students to different world. What if the tortoise has become friends with the rabbit and they both decided not to race at all? Why not? Right? Make abstracts or the complex concepts easier to grasp. Develops creative writing and expressive language. Strengthens right brain, that is your creative brain, right? And makes learning joyful. Let's do some activity. You all must be knowing rebus, right? Everyone, rebus. Picture, say, there is a riddle, there is a phrase which is hidden in these, and you have to, try to find out. Come on. The first one. Let's get imaginative and creative, educators. Then only you are going to add that energy, bring that energy in your classrooms. Rebus. This can also be one of the activity for your storytelling pedagogy. All right, I am just telling you the first two. Once in my life. My life, no. It is, see, after each letter, we have one, one, one. So once in my life. Once in my life, I will definitely meet my celebrity crush, that is Ranbir Kapoor. Right? Now, travel overseas. Thank you, Himani ma'am. Bang on. Yes. Purvi ma'am, forget it. Absolutely. Anyone? This one with fast?
Try to understand.
Try to understand. Absolutely. Absolutely. Try to understand, guys. This is fun. Yeah. Anyone with fast and town? It's all about the click. It's all about being imaginative. There's no logic in this. Downtown. Thank you so much, Himani ma'am. Downtown. Yes. Yes. Now, Naresh, sir, thank you so much. Are you having fun or is it the answer? Is it your feeling or is it the answer to any of this? Yeah. So it's breakfast. Right? Answer. Okay. Having fun. Okay. Having fun is the answer.
Fast is a fast food.
No. It's breakfast. Fast hamara tuta futa hai na, so it's breakfast. Right? So that's how imaginative. You can show them this and they are going to create. You have given them the words. Once in my lifetime, forget it, try to understand, travel overseas, breakfast, downtown. Aapne unhe clues de diya and then now they have to create a story out of it. Right? Chalo. Everyone, now, exactly the same can happen in this way also. It's a picture story, everyone. There is a examination hall. Students, one of the students is getting panicked. The teacher is coming. Now, what can be the fourth one according to you? Sabke perspective honge. Everyone, you can use these things. Start thinking to know more what is going to be next. Okay. Sorry, Naresh sir, I haven't got this line of yours. Can you please throw it? Excited? No. I would like you. You have 3 pictures. You have to give me a sentence which is going to be the 4th picture in your imagination. That's exactly what we are discussing, no? Imagination. What can be the 4th picture? There's a classroom of the students who are appearing for a difficult test. A girl was really panicking, right? So the teacher came towards her and she was trying to find. Teacher asked her to breathe deeply, pause and start again. Okay, that can be the 4th picture. All right. The teacher tries to calm down. The teacher motivates her. Okay, thank you. Anyone else? The 4th one. It has to be the end of the story. This is how the imagination of the student can happen, guys. Yeah. Teacher motivated her. Anyone? Okay. So are you getting, these are the small activities, okay, which can be a part of your classroom, where you can always create it according to your, subject. Curiosity. You need to give me a sentence which is going to end the story. That is what I was trying to tell you. Yeah, but I have got much of this. The teacher tries to calm down, the teacher motivates, or the teacher punishes the girl for not getting prepared, for not being prepared. Why not? Right? There has to be some kind of this. Teacher tries to reduce her stress. Yes.
The girl feels embarrassed and ashamed after getting caught.
She was ashamed of getting caught. Great, great. Why not? Yes. Right? So, this is how imagination in storytelling works. Thank you so much. Creativity encourages students to think beyond the facts, right? 1 plus 1 is always 2, or is it 11? Why not? Okay. Promotes originality and imaginative expression. Why a thing has to be done in this way only? Can it be done in any other way? That's how innovation is created. Helps learners connect knowledge with creativity, right? For example, SST topic can be expressed in the form of an art, and that can be the board chart, right? So that can be the things. Inspire students to invent characters, plots, and endings. Enhances creative writing, drama, and art integration. We all have been attending the webinars, and we all know that CBSE has been stressing on art integration in all the subjects. So this is the time that they can get into this. Builds confidence in expressing unique thoughts, right? They can always come up. Why can't a poem be recited in a rap music? Why not? Right? Encourages experimentation with language and style. Why not writing the answer in a rhyme? Why not using idioms? Okay. Fosters innovation and flexible thinking. Why this has to be done only the way that I tell you? Why not your way? So flexibility makes learning engaging, artistic. Let's get into one more story. Now, the story of Joshi. Everyone, I would like you to pay attention. This is one of my favorite stories. Okay. So, how to teach hospitality. आपके घर में, when the students are having guests, they should not hide behind, but they need to be very hospitable and respectful towards their guest. And let's teach them through the story of Joshi. Now, there was a hotel, the Ritz-Carlton Hotel, really, really famous for its hospitality. Now, the level of hospitality that this hotel in UK has showcased, that a big tycoon has come to attend a conference and stayed in this hotel with his 4-year son. Now, son was having a stuffed toy whose name was Joshi. The conference was done, father left, and so also the son also went back with his father. As soon as he landed up, he just remembered that he left his Joshi back in Ritz-Carlton. Now, it is not possible for the father to get Joshi, and the child, being a child, started throwing the tantrum. Now, what is going to happen? Hospitality, the level of hospitality that this hotel show. The father narrated the problem, and Joshi was given a good ID card of this hotel, Ritz-Carlton Hotel, right? This is Joshi, everyone. Say hi to Joshi. And then the pictures were being sent that Joshi is having all the great time. His vacation has been extended a bit, so he is basking in the sun at the pool site. Of course, Joshi cannot be wasteful, so he's also helping the lost and found department by just keeping an eye, by creating content there. After a hectic day, Joshi is also going for his spa, and all these pictures were being sent to that 4-year boy by Ritz-Carlton Hotel, which satisfied that boy that his Joshi is having the greatest time of his life, and he will be back after 4 to 5 days. And within that day, with those 5 to 6 days, Joshi was couriered back to that boy, and the story has ended. Now the crux, the moral of the story is hospitality. Ritz-Carlton, such a great hotel, went to this much detail just for a 4-year-old boy not to cry out, and they have gone into trouble for this. This is the kind of hospitality that one should do, walking the extra mile that is there. Everyone, so this can also be the creativity. You can always give them the project. A very interesting project that was given by me to my student is to create the Rubik's Cube with the concept of English tenses, right? So they created that Rubik's Cube, and then they were doing it. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's talk about problem solving and critical thinking. Now, presents real life challenges, right? Agar aapke samne kuch hota hai, what are you going to do? How are you going to solve the problem? Encourages students to think critically. Why should we give them the solution every time? We just have to give them the confidence to find the solution on their own. And trust me, they are going to find better solution than you and I can ever give. Helps learner analyze cause and effect. If you're going to do this, this is going to be the effect. What you sow is what you reap, right? Let them think, absolutely. Promotes decision making. They are going to take chota decision. This should be the color, that should be the subject, this chapter should be learned first. Small decisions make big empires. Build logical reasoning. Develops empathy. Encourages teamwork and discussion, and make abstract problem solving skills concrete and engaging. Prepare students to face real world situations. Now let's see what is going to be the story of broken windows, the sense of responsibility, problem solving, and this. How could you teach them the concept of responsibility? You all must be facing the problem that the property of the school, the kids are into the habit of scribbling on their desk, spoiling the furniture or the walls. How are you going to put the sense of responsibility into them? Through the story of broken windows. Okay, so it was the era of 1970s in France, when in a neighborhood it was found that a lot of robberies were happening. And why were these happening? Why were these robberies happening? Because some of the people didn't repair the broken windows of their houses. How does it matter, ma'am? It was their house, it was their window. If they have not repaired, how is it going to increase the robberies? Okay, because if a window is not being repaired, it gives the idea to the robbers that no one is staying here, or maybe they are too old, or maybe they are too inefficient to save them or get their windows repaired. So they started taking the rounds of that colony more and more, and the robbery started happening. So from a simple sense of responsibility to fix the window, one boy fixed the window of the neighbor, and then his house was saved from being robbed. And that is the sense of responsibility. If you are going to spoil the properties of the monuments or the government or of your school only, it is not going to reflect how bad the school is. It is going to reflect how bad the students of this class is. So that's how you can always make them learn the story of broken windows. You can Google it also. This is one of the most famous stories, the sense of responsibilities. You know, hum kyun kare? Why should we do it? It is not our duty. Now you need to understand why is it your duty. You are not saving. You are saving yourself. You are not wasting your efforts or time for others. Yeah, thinking power will improve. Absolutely. They are going to get into decision making. They are going to decide that if there is something which has to be repaired, it has to be repaired, right? Because it is going to save them from the disaster to happen. Engagement. We know that storytelling is always going to engage you. How? The students will give their attention to you. You are going to transform the lessons into interaction as you all are participating with me and Skillveda. You are interacting via chat, via speaking. This is what interaction will happen. Breaks the monotony of traditional instruction. Do this, do that. Here a question. This is the answer. No. All those this traditional ways are out, and the conventionality, the unpredictability of new activities in the class is the in thing. Makes learning enjoyable and curiosity driven. They need to be very curious. Ab kya hoga? What's next? What is going to be? How this story is going to connect us to our, topic. Enhances active listening. They are going to become the active listeners. Enhances focus and reduces distraction. All the distractions of what is going outside the window, who is having the games period, what is going to be in my tiffin, all the distractions will flew by, at least for that moment. Builds anticipation and excitement, promotes discussion, questioning. Rather than discussing only their social media and their relationship problems, they are actually going to discuss the things which are actually going to help them in life. Strengthens teachers and student connection, that is for sure, and turns passive learners into active participants. There might be many of the backbenchers who are actually going to become the front benchers in your class. Let's learn about the red card theory. Focus and concentration. After this comes an activity, everyone, so gear up for that, right? So, what if I ask Twinkle ma'am, on the way to your work today, how many red cards have you noticed? She's going to be clueless. Shilpi, I might have noticed 5 cars, 7 cars, but I'm not sure. Maybe more, maybe less. Okay, ma'am. Totally agree with you. What if I request you on the way back to your home today, you are just going to count the number of red cars you would see? Okay, I'll do that. Now, Twinkle ma'am is going to focus to all the red cars, right? So if you are going to give them a specific thing, focus on this, you are going to get their concentration and focus. That's exactly what a red card theory is. You focus on something that is going to come back to you. Yes.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, इस हाँ इससे मैंने जितने भी वर्कशॉप अटेंड किए हैं उसमें ये एक्टिविटी अलग अलग तरीके से मैंने देखी है, लेकिन सभी का एक ही एसेंस मैंने पाया, मतलब एक ही मॉरल, कि हम जिस चीज पे फोकस करते हैं हमें वही वही दिखाई देती है। यदि हम प्रॉब्लम सोचेंगे तो हमें प्रॉब्लम ही दिखाई देगी, यदि हम सॉल्यूशन के बारे में सोचेंगे तो हमें सब जगह सॉल्यूशन दिखाई देगा। तो हाँ, मुझे यही लगता है कि ये एक्टिविटी शायद इसीलिए करवाई जाती है, और मैं भी अपने बच्चों से करवाती हूँ।
This is a psychological test which has been converted into a theory. That's why I have written it's a theory. It is not a story, right? So आप जिस चीज पे focus करोगे, the thing which you are going to focus, you are going to attract that only. We all know about secret attraction, manifestation, affirmations, right? We all know these terms very well, and that's exactly what. So if you are going to give them, okay, today you are going to focus on the kids who are trying to bully someone in the school. You don't have to do anything. You just have to make a note and you have to report to me. They are going to focus on that. Or you just have to help 5 people today, right? Since morning till you go to bed. They are going to focus on helping five people. Maybe through their action, maybe through their this. Jaisi drishti, vaisi srishti. Absolutely, Shelly, ma'am. You have, just given us one liner of this. Beautiful. Now, everyone, with this focus, I would like to have a volunteer. Before I change the slide, I would like to have a volunteer who can speak. Yeah, there won't be any answers on the chat box. I need to have the live participation. Anyone who would like to volunteer, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Yes, sir. Can I have your name? Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Mr. Naresh.
Naresh, sir. Thank you so much for your participation. Naresh, sir, so I request you to please read the name of the colors that you see on the screen.
Okay.
Are you able to
Yes.
see the screen? Yeah.
Blue, black, red, yellow.
Hanji.
Yeah, ma'am. Red and blue, and the different colors you can see.
No,
green.
sir. No, sir. You just have to read the names as they are written on the screen. Blue, black, red, yellow, orange, green, like
Blue,
this.
black, red, yellow, orange, green, white, golden, maroon, red, black, pink, red, black, white, green, blue, teal, scarlet, orange,
Crimson.
brown.
The words like the red and blue.
Sorry. I just requested you to speak the.
Nareshji, Shilpiji want you to read the words as it is, the
Yeah.
way they have written.
Yeah, simple.
Just blue, black, red, yellow. You don't have to mention the color name. You have to just
Okay.
say the words as they are written.
Okay, ma'am. Blue, black, red, yellow, orange, green, white, golden, maroon, red, black, pink, red, black, white, green, blue, teal, crimson, scarlet, orange, brown, white, cobalt blue, indigo, purple, violet.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Naresh, sir, now I would like you to participate in the second level of this game. So Anita ma'am has
Yeah, ma'am.
flawlessly
It's
read the name, right? Now I
Yeah.
want you to speak the names of the colors with which the colors are written. I'll read the first line for you. Black, yellow, green, red. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have to
And
be very fluent. The moment you are going to speak something wrong or you are going to take a pause, the game is over for you, right? It is just for fun. Yeah. I want you to focus. That's exactly what we are doing. The red card theory, right? Yeah. Start.
okay. Yellow, orange, white, golden, maroon, red, black, pink, red.
मॅरून
black.
मी माझं नावच नाही टाकलं त्यामुळे माझं नाव
Okay.
आलंय आयफोन
iPhone, what's the name of this iPhone? Please mute yourself.
Okay. नरेश सर, अब आपको ना दूसरा लेवल है. अब आपको नेम्स नहीं पढ़ने हैं. आपको वो नेम्स लेने जिससे जिस रंग से ये लिखे हुए हैं.
Okay.
For example, black, yellow, green, red.
Okay. Just wait.
Yeah.
Yellow, pink, red, teal, orange, and violet.
Which one are you reading, sir?
I'm reading the yellow, and maybe it seems to be the crimson would be over there. Okay, let me read the green one. The red, black, purple. That's it.
Green one comes in.
Okay. No. I want you to read
Yes,
in
ma'am.
sequence.
हाँ
में.
मैम मैं समझ गई
अनीता
इसमें
जी,
क्या है
अनीता
आपको
जी,
May I
अनीता
read,
जी,
ma'am?
प्लीज औरों को भी चांस दे देने औरों को भी बोलने दीजिए. फिर आपकी चांस आएगी. डेफिनेटली वी विल गिव यू अ चांस.
ओके
May I,
ओके
may
मैम
I read, ma'am?
May I, ma'am?
Yes.
Black, yellow, green, red, indigo.
Yes.
Red, black, gray, black, green, sky blue, red, pink, green,
red, black, light blue,
Okay, stop,
red.
stop. Thank you. So that is, see, it is not about right or wrong here. It's all about your focus. In the first level, जब हमने read करा, our focus was all about text, right? Blue, black, red, yellow, orange,
Yes,
green,
ma'am.
white,
Sure.
golden,
Yeah.
maroon, red, black. Simply, you were reading the text.
Yes. Sure,
Next
ma'am. Thank
level.
you.
In the next level, you were using your brain with the focus that now you need to speak correctly
Correct color.
the colors with it. This
Yeah,
is
sure,
one,
ma'am. Got it.
yeah. This is one
Interesting.
activity. This is one activity
Yeah, ma'am.
that
Very interesting.
that can be done to explain them the focus and the concentration. Thank you so much for the participation. Let me have another volunteer. Please, can we have another volunteer for the next activity?
May I, ma'am? May I? Sneha
Uh,
Shore.
Yes, please,
Neha,
Sneha
ma'am.
ji. Okay.
Yeah. All right,
Yes.
Neha, ma'am. So I'll explain you first, right? You are going to see a paragraph in the next slide in which all the spellings are wrong. But the thing is that the first letter and the last letter is correctly placed. So you'll
Okay.
be able to read it really well, no matter how wrong the spellings are. This is again about your focus, and I'll tell you the psychology behind it once the activity is done. Have you understood? Yeah?
Can you explain me once again?
Ma'am, जब आप देखोगे ना, you'll be
Yeah,
able
let's first see the slide, then you will understand.
yeah, you'll be able
Okay.
to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me.
Should
Now,
I read later? Otherwise, I will read, Shilpi ji.
Nine, Twinkle ma'am. I know that you know this
Ma'am,
activity.
I want to participate, but let me try once I
Okay,
understand.
ma'am.
Can I do?
It's okay. Absolutely
Hello,
fine,
ma'am.
Neha, ma'am. Please go.
Okay.
Ma'am, can I?
So, okay, ma'am. So I could not believe that I could actually understand what I was reading. You
Using
incredible power of the human mind, according to research at Cambridge University, it does not matter in what order the letters in a word are. The
Bas.
only
Let
important thing.
Shilpi ji, Sneha ji, that's
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Can we have another
Yeah.
volunteer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
The
Kavita
only
ji.
important thing is that
Yes.
the first and last letter be in the what is that, ma'am?
Sorry.
Tight place. The reset
The
can be
rest.
The rest
sorry,
can be.
somewhat.
The rest can be.
The rest can be a
A
total
total mess. Yeah.
mess, and you can still read it
Read it.
without a problem.
Problem.
Yes,
This is
understood.
because the human mind does not read every letter by itself,
Excellent.
but the word as a whole.
Amazing. Huh?
Amazing, huh?
Huh. Amazing, huh? Yeah, and I always thought,
Spelling.
I always thought
Spelling was important.
spelling was
All
see
right, teachers.
if
Yeah.
your friends can read this too.
Yeah, thank you so much for your participation. So teachers, आज के बाद student अगर wrong spelling लिखे, डांटना मत उसे, right? Because you can always understand. No, jokes are apart. It's all about, making concepts interesting. Just involving them. That's what engagement is. Yes or no? You all got excited. You all are engaged now in the webinar. And that's exactly what we want as teachers. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's talk about cultural awareness. Now, cultural awareness, you are going to teach them about different culture, right? Indus Valley civilization, Harappan, about freedom fighters, about civics, about this, that. इसने ऐसे किया था, उसने ऐसे किया था. You are also going to tell us how Britishers were so brutal to Indians and all, but also they have also brought certain good traditions and the cultures in India. Everything will be discussed. They are going to understand the culture, right? Introduces students to diverse traditions, values, and customs. Let me give you certain examples. In India, if I give you a thumbs up, what does it indicate? Everyone, what does it indicate?
Like.
Like, okay. Right, great, right. Yeah, but in Japan, it's a slang. It's an abusive, obscene gesture. यहाँ पे अगर हम लोग सर पे, if you are touching anyone's head, you are blessing them, आशीर्वाद दे रहे हो, right? But in some culture, it is again not considered to be a very nice public gesture. Okay, right. Yeah, so this is how they are going to understand the diversity in the culture. Preserves and passes on cultural heritage through oral narratives. You can always tell them these examples. They're going to understand how the culture of the different countries, different people around the globe are different. Help learners appreciate and respect different cultures and identities. Builds empathy by allowing students to see the world through others' experiences also. All right. Gone are the days, everyone, jab you can use हमारे ज़माने में तो ऐसा होता था. They are going to say on your face, why should we do it? आपने किया होगा, why should we do it? And they are absolutely right, right? So you need to give them that perspective. Encourage. May I request, please, to mute yourselves? Yeah, thank you. Encourages open-mindedness and reduces stereotypes, right? Connects global themes with local stories. As I have told you, simply Japan ka culture, things like that. Teaches moral lessons and social norms. Bridges generation by connecting students with community elders and makes history and social science most relatable. Let's talk about the birth of Bhaji Pav. All right. So, everyone, India and Indians is all about survival, jugadu in our own language, right? So, from where this bhaji has become the idea of survival to the big business. It was the mill workers in the year 1990s that they were facing a lot of problem of job and food. So they were not having the time, and the company was not giving them that full roti dal chawal wala meal. So what they started doing, they were just giving them bacha kucha leftover of the vegetables and the bun from there. From there, this bhaji became the business. They started mixing all the leftover bhaji, all the leftover vegetables, and it was eaten with pav, that is the inflated bread. And from there it has become the food of the vendors, and from there it has become the celebrity thing. Now they are taking the endorsements of doing pav bhaji. They have become the influencers. So this is how the birth of pav bhaji, the survival to business, a simple story telling them the jugaad thing can become the crores of the company or the business. Yes. White is worn when someone dies in North, white is worn during marriages. Absolutely, Rashmi ma'am. This is what the culture difference and the diversity is. You can always show the movie OMG Part 1 to them to tell them how the culture awareness is different within our own country. Let's not go globally. अगर हम अपनी ही country की बात करें तब भी होता है. Right? Yeah. So let's come to retention. Everyone has been the concepts yaad rehte hain. They are able to memorize it. Another activity for you guys. So be very active. Take all your badam and all right now so that you are going to participate in that, right? So it helps students remember information longer by linking facts and emotions and imagery. The trick is imagery. आप image दे रहे हो उन्हें. Transform abstract concepts into meaningful, memorable experiences. Engages both emotional and logical parts of the brain. creates mental hooks. Mental hooks are, they are able to connect the things. All right, those are the hooks. Encourages understanding through sequence. Someone said that they are able to understand the sequential learning. And that's exactly what. How it began, what was the middle, and how it ended. Uses repetition and narrative flow, allows students to connect new knowledge with the prior experience, brainstorming questions, everyone, strengthens attention span, makes lessons relatable and easy to recall, turns learning into an experience than a task. Thank you so much, Sandhya ma'am. These kind of compliments really boost the speaker. Thank you so much. All right,
Thank you,
let's have
ma'am.
an activity. Everyone, retention. I am going to give you 10 seconds time. कोई screenshot मत लेना, please. No cheating. All right. Try to memorize these numbers in a sequence. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Chalo. Anyone who would like to give me the number? Anyone?
1, 2, 3, 5.
1, 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 3 नहीं था.
1127.
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, may I?
27,
Okay, guys. I
11, 27, 23.
All right,
Ma'am.
Twinkle ma'am. So the participants are really excited. I hope so that you are getting the gist that they are enjoying the webinar. Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right.
Ma'am,
Okay. Pelmo, I don't know whether you are sir or ma'am. Sorry for that confusion. Okay. 11273031 4060 नहीं है गलत 4060 नहीं है गलत. Okay. Thank you, but you guys really did well. मेरी तो इतनी भी memory नहीं है. Oh my God, इतना लंबा number था. Was it? Okay. Let me give you a activity. What I was telling you, what if they know beginning, middle, and end? What if you give them the sequence? So the number is all about the year. What is that, ma'am? 1 year has 12 months, 72 weeks, which has 31 days, 30 days, 28 days, 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day, 60 seconds in a minute, and 60
minutes and seconds.
Yeah. So that's a sequence, and they are never going to forget it, right? So that's how it works.
Ma'am?
Retention.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can you repeat?
Ma'am, this is all about आपने ना 1 year को seconds तक में divide किया है. 1 year, 12 months, 72 weeks, having 31, 30, 28 days in a month, 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day, 60 seconds in a minute, and 60 minutes in an hour, and 60 seconds in a minute. That's how. Retention. Yes?
Excuse me, ma'am.
जी.
Excuse me, ma'am. मैंने एक चीज नोट की, मैम 1 year में 52 weeks होते हैं.
Sorry for that. 52. Yes.
52.
My mistake. हमारी teachers के actually 24 hours होते नहीं है ना.
मैं समझती हूँ. It's just a typing mistake.
नहीं.
It is just typing mistake.
अभी लो मैम, ये लो. And thank you so much for that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah. All right.
Ma'am,
Yes.
just a minute, ma'am. Shilpi ma'am, I
Yes.
want to add the one point that nowadays for JEE exam, NEET exam, all the roll numbers, they are getting according to that only. Year, then all that. So,
absolutely. So,
yes.
ma'am, these are the psychological test, ma'am. Being a psychology teacher, these are one of the syllabus things that I am teaching them. and all our this roll numbers and everything has some kind of study behind it. Nothing is random or vague or in the air, guys. Everything is being studied. Knowledge is power, right? It is. So never underestimate that. Thank you. All right. One more activity for your retention. Let me explain it to you. And I am just going to get back to you. Okay. Okay. So I am going to show you the slide. One side, you are going to find the idioms.
Okay.
Idioms, muhavre, English ke idioms. On the other side, right side, you are going to get the meaning. आपको सिर्फ उसे you have to watch it, you have to read it, and you have to try to remember it. After that, I am going to ask you, but in what way am I going to ask you? That's a surprise for you all. Right? So for that, I am going to give you 15 to 20 seconds to read it. Good, cool. Everyone understood? Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So these are the idioms with its meaning. I am just switching off my video and muting myself just for 5 seconds. Yeah. I am very much here, everyone. Yep. Shall we?
Yes, ma'am. Start.
Okay, all right. Now you all must have, read the idioms with its meaning. I am going to show you randomly the pictures based on these idioms. You have to tell me which idiom was it with its meaning. Let me see your retention power. Cool? Yep. Okay. Which idiom was it?
Bite the bullet.
And the meaning?
Bite the bullet.
Difficult. Do the difficult task.
Difficult.
Eight.
Do the difficult task.
Next.
Think out of the box.
No.
No.
Just
Reading on the same
On
page.
the same page.
Yes,
On the same page.
On the same page.
Agree.
Agreed.
On the same page, agree.
एक पत्थर
Killing two birds with one stone.
Two birds with
Killing
one
two
stone.
And the meaning?
Achieving two things at one go.
All right.
one go.
One arrow, two shots.
Waste your time.
Kill the time.
Kill the time.
Killing time.
Under the weather.
Under the weather.
And
Not
the meaning?
well.
Not well.
Unwell.
Under the weather, unwell.
Thinking out of the box. Creative thinking.
Thinking differently.
Chill out.
Relax.
Chill out.
Relax.
Relax, guys, relax, right?
Take the ice out.
Like ice.
Start conversation.
Yes,
start talking.
So all the language teachers, making them muhavre and its meaning, zaruri nahi hai sentence ke saath. You can always learn through this, right? So that's how, and the retention is always going to be there because we all know कि जो हम देखते हैं, the visuals are going to stay with us for longer time than the text. That is for sure, right? Now, with this note, thank you so much for your active participation. I am really overwhelmed and really grateful. Thank you. Now, let's see the science behind stories. आखिर कहानियों के पीछे क्या है? It says that turn abstract concepts into relatable experiences because the stories take you to there. Now you all are involved, right? You have understood retention. अब आपको ये चीज करानी थी तो आप उन्हें 1 साल से 60 सेकंड तक ला सकते हो. You can give them the pictures with its meaning, muhavre, anything that goes. Mind mapping. All these strategies are there to inculcate storytelling in your this. Now, in 1995, Woolrich has come up with an idea of WAC. What is WAC? Visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. We all know that we have a class of 40 students, 40 to 45, whatsoever the strength is. And they are not going to be similar. हमारे हाथ की पांचों उंगलियां भी सेम नहीं है, तो बच्चे कहाँ से होंगे? Some of the students, they might be very good when they read things. Some might be very good when they see things. Some might be very good when they do things, right? So this is what the learning is. Visual, see to learn, auditory, hear to learn, kinesthetic, move to learn, right? अब अगर आपको car driving sikhani hai, are you going to give them the textbook, or are you actually going to make them learn the car by making them sit on the car seat? That's what experience kinesthetic is, right? Visual learners learn best through seeing videos, diagrams, charts, maps, written discussions. That's what. Remember things they can visualize. If you all go back to your childhood and the viva you were having for boards, या फिर boards के एग्जाम ही दे रहे थे, चलो let's, कितनी बार ऐसा होता है that you don't remember यार वो क्या था, you know, there was, I know that it was at the right column, bottom में था, there was something written here, I am not able. You can visualize the picture, you can visualize the book, right? That is what the power of visuals. That's why you know, NCRT and CBSE, they are working to give more and more visuals in the textbooks, because kids really are able to retain with the pictures. This is the science. Now comes auditory. क्यों हमारे यहाँ शब्द होते हैं, assembly होती है, why you have talks, debates, speeches, theaters, dialogues and all. Why? Because they learn when they speak. Everyone till date, you know the rhyme, twinkle twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are. कब नर्सरी में पढ़ा होगा, आज भी याद है. But your ninth key poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken, you have written uske boards ke exam bhi pura, but no one remembers that, because we have not recited, we have not spoken that, we have just learned it as text. That is the power of auditory. If you have ever sung any kind of song as you know, the choir, आज भी हमें अपने स्कूल की प्रेयर याद है. So it's all about auditory learning. When you speak, when you you know, hear the lectures or the audios. Podcast, nowadays it's a $1 million business, everyone. Now comes kinesthetic. When we do things, sports, teamwork, collaboration, your art, right? Everything, when you are doing things, doing experiments, lab, you know, all these things we learn through our kinesthetic. This is the science. The story makes you do all these things together, and the concept always and always remains with you. Geeta ma'am, totally agree that learning by doing. But not every time every child is going to learn through kinesthetic. I have experienced many of my psychology kids. Many of them, they love to do psychology tests, but not every. They want me to narrate them the story. Ma'am, कुछ life skills से connected बताओ, तभी हम पढ़ेंगे. You know, my kids are quite frank with me. They tell me कि मुझे उन्हें कैसे पढ़ाना है. And I give them that space, right? So that is also, of course, it is always good to have the full combo of it, but there are going to be this, किसी में किसी चीज को ज्यादा intensity रहेगी, किसी में कुछ का रहेगा. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I want to speak something.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Ma'am, my name is Sandhya Gautam.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
मैं बिल्कुल बिगिनिंग ऑफ द टाइम, मतलब 10 मिनट तो मेरे को टाइम लगा था ज्वाइन करने में. उसके बाद से मैं कंटिन्यू आपकी वर्कशॉप अटेंड कर रही हूँ. So
Okay.
I'm very happy for see this and listen for all workshop. And मैम जैसा कि आपने अभी बताया ना कि बच्चे जो हैं सारे बच्चे कंसंट्रेट नहीं करते हैं, है ना? तो इट इज डिपेंड ऑन द टीचर्स कि आपका बच्चा एक्चुअली चाह क्या रहा है, आप उसके सामने वो कंटेंट प्रस्तुत कर पा रहे हैं कि नहीं, है ना? अपनी स्टोरी को लाइफ स्किल से ऐड करके, बच्चे का इंटरेस्ट भी उसमें कनेक्ट करके, सम टाइम आप उसको स्मार्ट क्लास में भी दिखाएँ कि बच्चा विजुअल भी कर पा रहा, लिसनिंग भी कर पा रहा एंड जो हमारा मोटो है सिखाने का, तो वो प्रैक्टिकली इसको सीख पा रहा है। तो इसमें क्या है पूरी क्लास में कनेक्टिविटी भी होगी एंड हम उनका नॉलेज भी इंक्रीज़ कर पाएँगे एंड सारा कुछ फोकस एक स्टोरी के माध्यम से ही दे पाएँगे।
Totally
दैट्स इट।
agree, ma'am. अगर बच्चा नहीं concentrate कर रहा है, somewhere or the other, the teacher's teaching is not that powerful and impactful. All right, so the teacher should not take it as on his or her ego. They always need to find out some kind of alternative. That's it, khatam. Right, this is exactly what, yes, Sandhya ma'am, I also agree. It is not every time, every topic the kids are going to enjoy, every time you are going to be ready with activity and all. But we can always try. That is what I am trying to tell you. Okay?
यस मैम, एक्चुअली यही मैं बोलना चाह रही थी। थैंक
Yeah.
यू मैम।
All right, storytelling in different subjects. How can we use storytelling? So you can use like, what if math ka subject lete hai, reflection, right? I am going to give you my life experience today. So Twinkle ma'am, uh, she shared the backdrop of Skillveda. Now I know technology, but you all learn anything every day, right? कुछ ना कुछ हम लोग रोज सीखते हैं. Now my this Zoom का background was on the mirror image. So ये जो skill वेदा है ना वो उल्टा आ रहा था बार बार. And I struggled. Oh my God, ulta aa raha hai. I should not get late for my workshop and all that, this, that. And then I just read the word reflection. I clicked it and it was solved. Okay, so I learned my lesson today. Okay, so maths में कैसे सिखा सकते हैं? Meet Sam, a perfectly symmetrical square. आप इसमें यहाँ पे shape ले आओ. What are the shape? Triangle, square, cubes and all. सारा कुछ आपके पास है. You have taught them the shape. Sam loves his balanced word. Now, square is the only, the shape in maths which is having all the equal sides. Cool? Get it? Please tell me if I am wrong. I was not very good in maths. Okay. Now a mirror comes to it, and Square started appreciating itself in the mirror. But then it sees that what happens if I look it in? Let me see. Kya hota hai? And then he sees that it is a reflection. It is not as Sam is, but it is exactly the opposite. Right is left, left is right. And that is how you can come up with shapes and reflection and things, right? So it can be a topic of maths, can be a topic of science, anything. And you can tell them through your story. Simple as this. Nothing complicated, nothing complex. Let's see germination in science, right? So there was a tiny little pip, a small seed, all right, who was in a dark, thing for its adventure to begin. Now, what happened? One day, the rain came, sun came, and then Pip got the much needed water. So, a tiny root started coming out of it. And then, without much delay, a tiny Pip became the big plant. And that's how the germination happens, right? You can always make them do the activity, the simple story, the simplest of the things, and that's how the different subject history की हमने बहुत सारी बातें करी हैं. I have taught you those stories, and then we have talked about the languages, literature and everything. Now comes the elements of effective classroom activity. What can be the elements that is going to be there? The first thing is hook. What is hook? The attention grabber. हम लोग मूवी देखने जाते हैं थिएटर में, और इवन योर OTT प्लेटफॉर्म एंड नेटफ्लिक्स, अगर पहला सीन मसालेदार मजेदार नहीं होता ना, you won't be able to last for 2.5 hours throughout the movie. That hook, that first scene has to be so binding to the viewer that that viewer feels like watching the whole movie. The purpose is to instantly capture the student's curiosity. All right, let's learn about reflection. Have you ever seen yourself that your right is left, left is right when you see yourself in the mirror? Seriously, ma'am? How can it happen? You have got the attention, and that's exactly what you wanted, right? Use a question, sound, mystery, image to spark interest. अब हम आएंगे, we are going to introduce the conflict or the problem. What if you are not able to do things which you are really good at, but you have to do the things which you are being told to do? That's a problem. So this can be the heart of the story. I'm just giving you the example. Introduce a challenge. Make their brains work. Dilemma, question that needs solving. How would I survive if someone tells me that you cannot eat your favorite food, but you have to eat this? I won't be able to do it. What if I am separated from my family and have to live in an isolated island? What will I do? The problem, the solution they are going. They need to be solution driven than problem oriented. Then comes resolution, the learning moment. That comes with your moral. What was the actually moral? That agar this was the problem, you have created the solution, and what have you learned through that? So this is going to connect directly to their emotions, to their real life. Now comes the reflection. What have you learned about it? What is your takeaway? So these are 4 elements. Let's learn through an example of narrative pedagogy. In the beginning of the webinar, everyone, I told you about narrative pedagogy. That means there was some kind of celebrity or a person who has struggled a lot, and then you are telling them that the story. We all know about Harry Potter. We all know about J.K. Rowling, right? Let's take the example. Hook, capture attention. Can you imagine you are a great author, but you are being rejected by 12 times by the publications? Really, ma'am, if I am a great author, why the publications are rejecting me? You have got the hook. This is the story of J.K. Rowling, the woman who gave us or the world the Harry Potter conflict. Before success, J.K. Rowling faced tremendous hardship, the rejection, the humiliation, the kind of teasing. No one reads kids this. They are so unrealistic. You have created only the imaginary characters. Each publication house has criticized her book. This was the problem. And now comes resolution, the turning point. But J.K. Rowling didn't stop. The resilience. She sent her manuscript one last time to Bloomsbury Publishing, and this editor, 8-year-old daughter, read the first chapter. She loved it so much. See, publication house has said no, but an 8-year-old child has read only the first chapter, and she was excited to do it. And it was a big yes, and then it was given Harry Potter. What would you have done if you are being rejected multiple times? What if you would all have been told that it is going to be another webinar without any learning, just the speaker speaking and giving you lectures and all? How are you going to feel? This is how the brain works. These are the elements: hook, problem, resolution, reflection. These 4 elements, if they are there in your story, your classroom is going to be a hit. You are going to be the favorite, and your job of transforming your child with the intelligent will be done. Yes. Now comes the storytelling techniques. What are the techniques? Who all can? Amitabh Bachchan को भी reject किया गया था. सबसे पहले he gave his voice to air India. He was being rejected, and after that Amitabh Bachchan has given his voice to n number of background score. Akashvani,
Yes,
absolutely.
ma'am.
Akash,
Yes, ma'am. और आज उसी की आवाज की पूरी दुनिया दीवानी है.
absolutely, ma'am. The
बहुत
one
कोशिश करने हो रहा है.
who can mimic Amitabh Bachchan is also paid handsomely well. Amitabh Bachchan ko to pay kiya hi jata hai. The person who can speak like Amitabh Bachchan is also being paid, and that's a power, right? Resilience, not giving up. Story map. How can you give them the story? On the board, here comes some homework for you all. You all can create. आप characters दे दो, आप उन्हें setting दे दो. You have given them the beginning, you have given them the middle, you have given them the end, and now the problem, and they can give the solution or they can create it. Everyone, I want your participation again. Story mapping is a technique which is going to give you the outline. It organizes, आपको एक sequence देती है. It encourages before writing or retelling the stories. Okay, ideal for comprehension and supports both individual and the group discussion. Everyone who can create a story out of this. Character: a poor blind lady, a kind-hearted young boy. Object: you have to use car and coin. Setting is roadside. Anyone who can create a short story turant इस वक्त with these things. There is no
Ma'am,
secret. आप कैसे भी कर सकते हो. Yes, ma'am.
a poor blind lady was crossing a road, and a car suddenly came just very near to her. A kind-hearted young boy was on the roadside, and he immediately ran to help that lady and prevented her from the accident. And finally, the lady crossed the road, and she gave the boy a coin in return for his.
Thank you so much. Simple. Instantly you have got the comprehension and the attention of your student. The competition is there. If he or she can create the story, I can also. And that's exactly what your idea of the classroom is. This is story mapping. Another thing, role play. We all know. Now, everyone, can you give me with this? Let's have some fun. Students act out characters, okay? Teachers Day पे every student must have enacted you. Yes or no? और हमने भी किया है. Okay? So promotes empathy and deeper understanding, enhances communication, builds confidence, transform passive learning, ideal for exploring multiple perspective and channeling storytelling to real life. Okay, anyone who can give us the Bollywood famous dialogues from any historical movie if you can think of. I don't want any kind of obscene dialogues, please. You all understand that, right? Any kind of historical movie? Yes,
मेरे
yes.
पास माँ है.
मेरे पास माँ है. All right, okay. ठीक है, fine. Yes. Anyone else?
मोगैम्बो खुश हुआ.
मोगैम्बो खुश हुआ.
मेरी झांसी में नहीं दूंगी.
मेरी झांसी में नहीं दूंगी. Absolutely.
रिश्तों में हम तुम्हारे बाप है.
हम जहाँ खड़े होते हैं वहीं से लाइन शुरू होती है.
हेलो मैम.
हम जहाँ खड़े होते हैं वहीं से लाइन शुरू होती है.
वहाँ से लाइन शुरू.
हेलो
हेलो
मैम.
हाँ जी मैम.
एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत क्या जाने. आप मुझे खून दो, मैं आपको आजादी दूंगा.
Freedom fighter, history, right? Cool, right? That's it. Simple activity. You have made your students.
रिश्तों में हम तुम्हारे बाप लगते हैं.
रिश्तों में हम तुम्हारे बाप लगते हैं.
All is well.
This is all is well. All is well. Role play, right? This is what another activity is all about. Your visual storyboards. आपने visuals दे दिया. अभी we have done the activity, like you have given them the visuals and they have to create the story. They यहाँ पे WAC का visuals आता है, right? They aids in planning narrative, supports multimodal modal learning, great for digital storytelling. Let me just enhance here. Useful in language classes and can serve as a collaborative classroom. किसी एक ने एक picture बोली, दूसरे ने दूसरा बोला, like this. All right. Can we create a story out of this picture, everyone? Yep. This is visual storyboard. Padmavat. Yes. Okay. Anyone who would like to create a story?
May I, ma'am?
Yes, yes, ma'am, please.
So it is a kind of a scene where a school teacher took their students to a noodle shop and asked them to make a queue, and they all are standing in a queue with their money, and they started asking for a one plate or two plates. First she told them that ask the price of the plate of the noodle, so they started asking. It was an activity, like teacher was doing an activity, taking the students, primary class students, for let's suppose one first class students, and so that they understand what is the shopping and how they can purchase the thing from their own. And so they were standing in a queue and asking for a plate of noodle and all, and they all were very excited. But the lady was, firstly she was very happy. In the second scene she is become little bit puzzled and unhappy because students were so much curious and excited that they were not able to wait for long. They were asking, ma'am, please give me. So she got puzzled and little bit annoyed to them. So teacher saw this scene. In the third scene they all were smiling and grinning towards her, but teacher saw this scene and she started telling them, this is not the good behavior, you should all have patience, and she will give you definitely, but you have to keep patience. So this is the moral of the story. Patience is the key to success.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Exactly, that is what the story flashcards can be. Yeah, thank you. All right, now comes the magic of story cubes, right? We can always, have those dices with the pictures and all, and then they can create. Again, it is a rolling dice with pictures. It is also going to make them remember, okay, this was a picture, I can create this a story. Stimulates improvisation. They can you guys are narrating me the stories which are improvised, all right, on the spot, you are telling me. Great for icebreakers, vocabulary practice, encourages quick thinking and flexibility, helps shy students, right, what to do with those silent lamps of our classes, right? So they can also come up and can be adapted for any theme, fosters collaborator. All right, so let me show you the flashcards. So there's a are you all able to see if yeah, so there's a man, I have written on the screen as well. There's a man with a stick, then you have a pigeon, right? Oops, you have a pigeon, and then you have a policeman, and then you have a cat, right? Can you create a story from this? You have used the cubes or the flashcards. Yeah, anyone? Anyone? Okay. Okay, so it was a Sunday morning, and I was enjoying my late sleeps. That suddenly I was woken up with a noise coming from outside. When I went and saw that there was a man running with a stick, and behind him there was a policeman. After a few minutes, I came to know that the man was running after a cat and wanted to kill the cat who has eaten the man's favorite pet pigeon, and the police was trying to stop the man and save the cat. Simple, right? So this kind of stories can also be created. Okay, the story circle, we all know that, right? You are going to just make them sit in a circle. Learners sit in a circle and share parts of the story, builds a sense of community and trust, encourages active listening, enhances oral communication, allows for collective creativity, reflection, and then strengthens the emotions. All right, the last activity, everyone, please bear with me. Please say just one line to make the story proceed further. Once upon a time, there lived a magician in an abandoned, isolated island. Twinkle, ma'am, next sentence from your side.
He had a parrot.
He had a parrot. Okay. Come on, guys. Come on, Jolly, say yes.
Once upon a time, there lived a magician.
You don't have to add on. You don't have to add. Just have to speak the next sentence.
Mr. Kumar, please mute yourself when you are in a webinar.
Talkative. The
Hello.
parrot was
Hello,
very
ma'am.
talkative.
Parrot
The
was
parrot was
talkative.
very.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, he changed the parrot into an animal.
Why he will change a parrot into animal?
बर्ड से एनिमल कर दिया ट्विंकल मैम. चलो ठीक है.
नहीं, पैरेट ही रहने दो यार.
Magician होगा.
भाई वो तो आपकी कहानी है. हमारे दूसरे स्टूडेंट की दूसरी कहानी आ गई.
इतना अच्छा पैरेट था, चेंज क्यों किया?
All right, चलो जी, वो एनिमल हो गया.
Now the animal was also very talkative.
Okay, animal was also talkative.
The animal tried to eat the magician, and the magician was afraid.
All okay. Let's give an end. And finally,
The magician again turned the animal into a parrot and put him in a cage.
Yes. And they live happily after that.
And Twinkle ma'am is also happy because her
My parrot is back.
All right, thank you so much, participants. It has been a wonderful experience. All right, it's time for your reflection and discussion. Tell me, how can storytelling transform your school learning's culture? Is it going to transform or no? First of all, give me yes or no.
Yes, definitely yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
barriers do teachers face?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Of course, it is time. I totally agree. It is time. But if you get creative enough, you can see that you are not going to need more than 5 to 6 minutes of your class. Just the time which you use and stop talking, take out your books, there's that. Enter the class, narrate the story, you are going to get the attention, and that's it. The job is done. As Anita ma'am said, that the same story she is narrating to all the students of different grades. It is just she is just changing, simplifying it, or making it standard wise according to the class. So that can be the thing. How can school leadership support this pedagogy? They need to provide with all the materials that you need, or at least they need to understand that you have to bring these things in your classroom, be it flashcards, be it media, be it anything, right? So that is also going to be one of the things. Please, I request everyone to take a screenshot of this. These are certain suggested reads. You all can Google it. There are PDFs also available. I have given you the readings also. I have given you podcasts also. I have given you videos also. Okay, because we are talking about WAC, right? So not only the students, the teachers are also like that. Okay, so the Storytelling School by Chris Smith, that's a great read. Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath. Storytelling for Educators by Matthias Grober. And you can watch the TED Talk, The Magical Science of Storytelling. This is by David J.P. Phillips. Whensoever you get time, you can always get yourself indulged. At least, if I can request, read the summary of these books. You are really going to learn a lot. Yeah. Any questions that you would like to ask me? Yes, Twinkle ma'am and participants. Anything?
Any questions from anyone?
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was enriching session.
Thank you.
Any doubts? Anything you want to say? Any questions?
थैंक यू सो मच मैम, क्योंकि जो स्टोरी टेलिंग है वो मेरा फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट है, और जब मैं उसे पढ़ाती हूँ, अपनी डॉटर को भी पढ़ाती हूँ, तो हर सब्जेक्ट में स्टोरी डाल देती हूँ ताकि वो मुझे सुने. सबसे पहले सुनना जरूरी है.
बड़ा चैलेंज ही यही है कि बच्चा हमें सुने.
सुनते नहीं है, क्योंकि हर टीचर का यही कहना होता है प्रॉब्लम कि मैम बच्चे सुनते नहीं है. तो सुनते जब है जब हम उनको कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग सुनाते हैं. जब वो सुनना शुरू करते हैं तो धीरे धीरे हम अपने सब्जेक्ट पे आ जाते हैं. पहले उनको सुनना सिखाते हैं.
एग्जैक्टली.
तो स्टोरी सुनना सभी को पसंद है. तो स्टोरी से स्टार्ट करते हैं और फिर आखिरी में अपने लक्ष्य पे आ जाते हैं।
Thank you, Anita ma'am.
Thank
for
you,
your
Anita. Thank you, Shilpi ji. Thank you, Anita ji. Shilpi ji,
Thank you,
thank
ma'am.
you for your time and efforts. पता ही नहीं चला कि 2
pleasure.
घंटे कैसे चले गए,
Pleasure is
literally.
all mine. Pleasure is all mine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for joining us and having such an interactive session with us.
बहुत अच्छा लगा मैम, मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा।
Can I
थैंक यू
request
मैम।
everyone to switch on their videos so that we can have a click? Yeah. Everyone, we'll be really happy if you all can switch on. Yeah, thank you.
मैम मैंने आपकी हर स्लाइड की स्क्रीनशॉट ले ली है, बाद में उसको और अच्छे से पढ़ के कुछ अपने नोट्स बनाऊंगी और बच्चों को क्लास में वो करवाऊंगी।
आपको सेशन की रिकॉर्डिंग भी मिलेगी अनीता जी, डोंट वरी, यू कैन सी इट देन आल्सो।
अच्छा अच्छा, ओके मैम, थैंक यू वेरी मच। मुझे लगा मुझे
ma'am,
करना
for
होगा,
this
मैंने स्क्रीनशॉट
informative
लिए हैं
session.
सभी
Thank you.
के।
ठीक है अनीता, थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर जॉइनिंग अस।
Thank you so much for
Thank you
this
Shilpi ji
wonderful
for your
session.
time and
so much,
efforts.
ma'am.
Thank
Wonderful
you,
session.
everyone. Grateful.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Very nice
Thank you so
session.
much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Wonderful session.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
much, ma'am. Wonderful
Thank
session.
you.